Hello and welcome. I'm Faye, and tonight you have your 45-minute slow stretch and breathe class to help you unwind and get ready for a nice night's rest. For tonight's practice, we'll be staying low to the ground. We won't do any standing up. We'll do some stretching, some moving, and then we'll have a short shavasana at the end or a final relaxation practice. And I really encourage you to make sure you stay till the very end and allow your body to really absorb the work that you put into your practice today. If you'd like to have support or props to make your practice a little bit more restorative, I highly encourage you to use that. Some suggestions I'll offer are if you have a blanket or two, excellent option to have to support your practice. I'll offer some poses where we'll use a blanket to kind of help support ourselves there. A pillow or bolster. If you have a thicker bolster, this would be a great option to use as well. Or a thicker pillow, and if you don't have either of those, you could also use a couple blankets rolled up or a couple of the bigger towels if you have any of those. And then finally, if you have any blocks, I'll also offer some cues with a couple blocks. You can have one or two. If you don't have blocks, it's fine. You could also use a thicker textbook that's around this size if you have one of those lying around. But if you don't have one, that's perfectly fine. I'll still offer you some modifications and suggestions, even if you don't have props. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna lay my pillow down here on the ground to just sit on to help me find a little more length in my spine and my back body. My legs are loosely crossed in front of the other. And you can allow yourself to shift or wiggle so you become just 2% more comfortable. Let's go ahead and take a community breath together. Go ahead and release all the air from your lungs. And take a nice slow deep breath, fill up. And then open your mouth, exhale, let it go. Good. Let's try that one more time. Inhale, nice slow and steady, full breath in. And then open your mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Good. Allow your eyes to soften down or fully close. Continue to breathe in and out through your nose if it's comfortable for you. And gently start to scan the body from head to toe, noticing how you feel physically. Is there any holding or clenching? Perhaps one side feels different from the other. Just start to scan the body, notice what's there, and doing so as best as you can without judgment, without trying to attach a story or a narrative, just simply noting. And if or when you come across something that feels a little tense, a little tight, see if you can invite in a little softness, a little ease. Perhaps you start to actively send your breath to those areas that feel tight, tense. If you'd like to set an intention for your practice today, a reason why you're here, a reason why you chose to move your body this evening, or perhaps there's a mindset or attitude you'd like to cultivate as you move on your mat today. Whatever your intention is, perhaps it's being present, compassion, patience, kindness, or whatever it is for you. Call it in, bring it to the top of your mind, and then exhale, let it go. Allowing it to take up space around you, allowing it to sit in the back of your mind, and notice if or when your mind begins to wander, see if you can tap back into your intention, tap back into this present moment. Take one more slow and steady breath in, and exhale, let it go. Good. Inhale, begin to flutter your eyes open, bringing yourself back into your physical space. Uncross your legs and extend them out long in front of you. Just give them a little shake, a little wiggle. And then draw your right knee into your chest, give it a squeeze. And then exhale, lower your right knee out to the side. Good. Your left leg is extended and your left foot is flexed back towards your face. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. And exhale, fold over your extended leg. Inhale, reach back up. And exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, float your hands up. And exhale, fold forward over your extended leg. One more time to twist. Inhale, float your hands to the sky. And exhale, twist to your right. Your right hand comes behind you, your left hand to your knee or your thigh. Inhale, push into your right hand to find length through your spine. And exhale, twist as you start to look over your right shoulder. Good. Leave your left hand on your knee or your thigh. And inhale, sweep your right hand up to the sky. And exhale, bend over towards your left. Take a nice slow and steady breath in. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, unwind your arms. And exhale, extend your right leg back out long in front of you. Give your legs a little shake, a little wiggle. And then inhale, draw your left knee into your chest. Sit up nice and tall. And then exhale, allow your knee to come out to the side. You're welcome to place a blanket or block here underneath the knee for more support as well. Your right leg is extended long, your toes press back towards your face. Inhale, lift up your arms to the sky. And exhale, fold forward over your legs. Good. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, reach up to the sky. And exhale, fold forward over your right leg. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. And exhale, twist to your left. This time your left hand roots down back behind you, either on the ground or on your pillow even. Inhale, lift up, push into your left hand to find length in your spine. And use your right hand on your left knee and twist as you start to gaze over your left shoulder. Good. Keep your right arm on your leg, and inhale, sweep your left arm up to the sky and bend over to your right. Good. Inhale, reach up to center, and then exhale, release your hands, extend both legs long, give them a little shake, a little wiggle, and then go ahead and roll over onto your hands and knees into your tabletop shape. You're welcome to have a blanket here or a towel underneath your knees if you'd like a little bit more cushion. Make this a little bit more supportive. And then walk your hands out so your wrists are underneath your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. Inhale, drop your belly, look forward for your cow. And then exhale, press into your hands around through your back, tuck your chin to your chest. Good. Inhale, drop your belly, look forward for your cow. And exhale, round through your back, tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, back to your neutral spine. And exhale, extend your left leg long behind you, toes are flat on the mat. Inhale, shift forward. The weight is in your hands. And then exhale, press back. Draw your heel down towards the ground. Your gaze is forward. You're pressing into your hands, pushing away from the mat. Take a nice slow and steady breath in. And exhale, return your weight back over your hands. Inhale, bend your right knee or your left knee in towards your chest. And then exhale, extend it back. Inhale, draw your knee in towards your chest. And then exhale, extend it back. Inhale, draw your knee into your chest. And this time, exhale, extend it out to the side and plant your foot flat onto the mat. So your left toes face forward, same direction as your fingertips. Inhale, shift forward. And exhale, rock back. Shift your hips towards your heels. Feel your stretch in your inner thigh, inner groin. Good. Take one more slow and steady breath in. And exhale, let it go. Return onto your hands and knees. And inhale, drop your belly, look forward for your cow. Exhale, press into your hands, round through your back for your cat. Good. Inhale, extend your left or your right leg long behind you, toes are flat on the mat. Inhale, shift the weight forward into your hands. Exhale, press your heel back towards the back of the mat. Relax and soften your face. Press into all 10 finger pads and squeeze your heel towards the mat. Feel the stretch in the back of your leg. Good. Inhale, shift your weight back into your hands. And exhale, pick up your knee and draw it in towards your chest. You can draw your nose closer to your knee if you'd like. Inhale, extend your leg out long. Look forward to the top of your mat. And then exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend it out long. And exhale, knee to nose. This time, inhale, bring your knee out to the side. Extend your leg long, flat, your foot flat onto the mat. So your right foot, your toes are pointing forward, same direction as your fingertips. You may need to adjust your hips and your knees so that your left knee is right underneath your left hip, where it feels most comfortable for you. Inhale, start to shift forward, and then exhale, draw your hip towards your heel. Feel the stretch in your inner thigh. Relax and soften your face. Notice if one side feels different than the other. Take one more slow and steady breath in. And then exhale, push into your knee, lift up back onto your hands and knees, and return your knee back underneath your body into your tabletop shape. Separate your knees a little bit wider than your hips. Bring your big toes to kiss as you exhale and send your hips back towards your heels, child's pose. You're welcome to place a block here underneath the head or pillow if you'd like a little bit more support. To make this more restorative, you could take your pillow and actually place it in between your legs and allow your torso to melt forward onto your pillow. And you could bring a cheek down. Wherever you are, reconnect to your breath. See if you can breathe three-dimensionally, front to back and side to side. Take one more slow and steady breath in. And exhale, let it go. Good. Inhale, return back onto your hands and knees. If you have a support underneath your knees, you may want to move it out to the side where you can still reach it. Spread your fingers wide. Root down through all 10 finger pads. And then kickstand your right leg out to the side. And shift your weight onto your right hand as your left foot touches the ground for your side plank. Reach your right arm, or your left arm, up towards the sky. Your foot can be rooted here. Your hand can stay down up towards the sky, or you can start to reach it up and over for a nice side body stretch. Good. If you'd like to add a little bit of a balance challenge, you can start to float your back leg up off of the mat, flex your foot, keep it very active, and then exhale, bend your elbow and draw it towards your knee. Inhale, reach. And then exhale, left elbow to left knee. Good. Inhale, reach again. And then exhale, elbow to knee. Keep your elbow and your knee glued together as you start to pivot your foot forward. And then place your left hand inside your left leg. Start to set up for your lizard. So you may need to crawl your left toes forward a little bit more and tuck your back right toes as you start to straighten your back leg. This is a great opportunity for books or blocks underneath the hands here for a little bit more support. You're welcome to stay up here on your hands or lower down to your forearms if you'd like. If you're still in your extended side or supported side plank, go ahead and lower your hand back down and circle your knee forward up to the front of your space. Take whichever option works for you. And again, hands can stay up on the blocks. Keep this active by drawing your left knee in towards your arm, or you're welcome to lower down to your forearms. Your gaze stays long off the tip of your nose, so notice if you're dropping your head down, see if you can lift up. Can you invite ease and softness into your face? Perhaps you take a moment to reconnect to your intention. Take one more slow and steady breath in. And exhale, let it go. Good. Inhale, start to straighten your left leg as you bring your hands outside to frame your leg. Heel presses down towards the mat, your toes flex up towards the sky. Great opportunity for blocks here to help you find some length in your spine. So notice if you're rounding over through your legs, see if instead you can find a little more lift and a nice long flat back. This is your half splits. And at any point you're welcome to bend your extended leg just a little bit to help prevent any toughness in the back of your hamstring here. Take one more slow and steady breath in. And then exhale, bend back into your front knee. Bring your hands back inside your left leg. Remove your block out to the side or place it underneath your right hand for a little bit more support. Press your left toes out to the left corner of your mat. Take your left hand to your inner thigh and just gently start to twist open here. You're welcome to stay here, or you could extend your hand up towards the sky. Or if you'd like to add a little bit more stretch, you're welcome to lift your back leg, so your right knee, bend your right knee and reach around with your left hand and reach for your foot as you draw your heel in towards your glute. Choose the option that works for you today. Take a nice slow and steady breath in. And then exhale, unwind. Bring your hands back down. And heel toe your foot back in place underneath your knee. So directly in the center of your mat. Inhale, lift up, low lunge. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Relax your face. You can always bring your hands to heart center or keep your hands on your leg. Continue to keep this active. So press into the big ball mound of your front foot and press into the shoelace side of your back foot. Squeeze your right glute to feel your hip flexor light up the front of your hip. Good. We're here for one slow and steady breath in. And exhale, let it go. Return your hands down to frame your foot and start to heel toe your front foot all the way over to the right side of your mat as you start to lay your shin down towards the ground. And extend your right leg long behind you for your pigeon. You're welcome to take support here, a blanket or a block underneath the hip. Notice if you're shifting off to one side, see if you can square off to the front of your mat. You can also always bring your heel closer in towards your body, towards your groin, to make this a little bit more supportive. You're welcome to stay upright, or you can slowly start to walk yourself forward over your bent leg. Notice where your back leg is. If you need to tuck your toes to help you find a little more length in the back leg and your right leg, feel free to do so. You're welcome to use a pillow or block here underneath the head if you'd like a little bit more support. Or if you'd like to even add a little bit more of a shoulder stretch, you can have your chest lifted. Extend your left hand long towards the front of your mat, and then interlace your right arm across or underneath your extended arm as you start to relax your right shoulder onto the mat. Your hand can stay out long, or it can take a bind behind your back. Choose whichever option works for you this evening. Take one more slow and steady breath in, and then exhale, let it go. Good. If you decided to take that additional shoulder twist, go ahead and bring yourself back upright and slowly start to push yourself upright. Bring your hands to frame your front leg, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee off of the ground, and then send your leg back behind you. Start to straighten your legs and walk your hands back towards your feet for a little downward facing dog. When you arrive, it may feel nice to bend one knee and straighten out the other. Walk your dog, pedal out your feet. Or if you'd like to hold static in one shape, that's fine as well. You might also consider trying to separate your feet a little bit wider than your hips and bring your heels out and your toes slightly in. Notice where you feel that stretch now in the back of your leg. Changes it just slightly. Wherever you are, take one more slow and steady breath in. And then exhale, soften your knees back down to the mat. And make your way into your tabletop shape. Good. Inhale, drop your belly, look forward for your cow. And then exhale, tuck your chin to your chest, round through your back for your cat. Find one more round of cow and cat at your own pace. Inhale back to your neutral tabletop shape and kickstand your left leg now out to the side and roll over onto your right hand. Sweep your right hand up to the sky. You're rolling onto your left hand and your right hand reaches to the sky and your toes are flat for your supported side plank. Option to leave your hand in the air or extend it out towards the front of your space. Option to add a little bit of a balance work, you can start to float your back leg off of the mat and then exhale, bend your knee and your elbow to kiss. Inhale, reach. Keep your back foot flexed. And exhale, elbow to knee. One more time. Inhale, reach to lengthen. And exhale, elbow to knee. Now, if your knee is here, go ahead and swirl it to the front of your mat and place your left hand to the inside of your left leg. Tuck your back toes and walk your knee back behind you so you end up in your lizard. And again, if you're in your side plank here, just go ahead and lower your hand down to the mat and circle your knee and foot up towards the front. Tuck your back toes and start to straighten your leg back behind you. Great opportunity for a block here underneath the hands. If you'd like to go lower, you could always lower down to your forearms. Keep your left or your right leg actively pressing into your right shoulder. See if you can relax your face, relax your jaw, come back to your intention. Take more slow, steady breath in, and exhale, let it go. If you're on your forearms, slowly start to press yourself back up onto your hands. If you have your block, go ahead and scooch your block underneath your left hand and heel toe your right foot out to the corner of your mat so your right toes press out. Bring your right hand to your inner thigh and just gently start to twist and press your knee open so that your toe falls onto the pinky toe side edge of your foot. You're welcome to stay here. And remember, continue to press in through your left hand to lift up and out of your shoulder, or extend your right hand up to the sky and press your shoulder back. If you'd like to add that quad stretch, you're welcome to bend your back leg and reach around with your right hand to draw your foot and heel closer towards your glutes. Take a nice slow and steady breath wherever you are. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, release your foot if you have it. And then exhale, everyone, return back to the front of your mat. And just start to straighten your leg any amount. A great opportunity for a block here underneath your hand. 2 blocks would be really great. Inhale, lift up, help yourself find a little lift in your spine, and then exhale, fold forward. Press your heel into the ground as your toes draw back towards your face. It's a variation of a half split. Breathe into the back of your leg. Of course, if there's a lot of tension, take a soft bend in your extended leg as well. Take one more slow and steady breath in. And exhale, let it go. Good. Inhale, bend back into your leg and start to heel toe your foot back into the center of your mat. And inhale, start to press yourself up. Hands can come to your knees, to heart center, or float all the way up towards the sky. This is your low lunge. Continue to keep this very active. Press into the big ball mound of your front foot. And then press into the shoelace side of your back foot. Good. Continue to press into your legs. Actively draw your inner thighs together. Notice what it feels like if you squeeze your glutes. Feel your left hip flexor turn on when you squeeze your left glute. Good. Take one more slow and steady breath in. And exhale, let it go. Take your hands down to frame your foot and step your foot back into your tabletop shape. Inhale, drop your belly, look forward for your cow. And exhale, press into your hands, tuck your chin to your chest. Good. Inhale, start to walk your hands forward to the top of your space. Allow your belly to melt down towards the ground as your head comes to a block or to the mat. Your knees stay stacked right underneath your hips. If this doesn't feel good, you're always welcome to bend your forearms here and allow your belly to hang down towards the mat. You could also always send your hips back to your heels and hang out in a child's pose. Take one more slow and steady breath in. And exhale, let it go. Wherever you are, inhale very slowly. Start to push yourself upright. All the way back onto your heels. And make your way onto your bottom. Separate your feet as wide as your yoga mat or wider. Bring your hands back behind you, fingertips towards your body or out to the side, whatever feels better on your shoulder. Inhale, push into the mat, lift up through your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then exhale, allow your knees to fold over to the right hand side. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale, start to fold forward over your right shin. This is a great opportunity for a block or bolster here, or pillow across the leg to make this a little bit more supportive. Depending on how sturdy your block or pillow is, or support that you choose to use, you could also bring it up higher or stack multiple things on top of each other. Wherever you are, see if you can invite ease and softness into your face. Release any effort in the body. We're here for 3 more slow and steady breaths. Inhale very slowly. Start to press yourself upright. Remove your block out to, or your bolster out to the side. Bring your hands back in front of you, or behind you, excuse me. Fingertips towards your body, knees are bent, and lower your knees over to the left this time. Inhale, sit up, and then exhale, fold forward over your left leg. See if you can invite ease and softness into your face. If a support here underneath the head or belly would feel nice for you, please feel free to do so. Stay here for 3 more slow and steady breaths. On your next breath in, very slowly start to pick yourself back upright. Move any props out of the way. Bring your hands back behind your body and extend your legs out long. Give them a little shake, a little wiggle. And while we were down there, I totally just remembered I forgot one thing on one side, so we're going to go back to that. So let's go ahead and roll over back onto our hands and knees into your tabletop shape. Inhale, drop your belly, stretch your torso, look up. And then exhale, press into your hands around through your back, tuck your chin to your chest. Good. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, float your right leg up off of the ground, and exhale, just step it forward and lower your knee and your shin down towards the ground and extend your left leg long back behind you. Your heel can come closer into your groin for a little bit more support, or you can make this more active by bringing your shin more parallel to the short edge of your mat. Again, you're welcome to add a pillow or blanket underneath the hip to find a little bit more evenness. This block's a little bit too big for me there, but notice if you want to sink off into your right hip. See if you can find an even space right between both hips. Drop your pelvis towards the mat. You're welcome to stay upright, or you can slowly start to fold forward over your front leg. And if you'd like to add the shoulder stretch, you can start to walk your right hand forward and start to thread your left hand underneath and draw your left side of your face down towards the mat as well. Choose the option that works for you here. You can always tuck your back toes to help you find a more squared off pelvis. Breathe into those areas that feel a little tense, that feel a little tight. Take one more slow and steady breath in. And then exhale, press yourself upright. Tuck your back toe and power your knee up off of the ground gently. And swing your right leg back behind you. Send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Just gently here. Stretch out your legs, bend one knee and straighten out the other. Notice how one side feels compared to the other. If it feels good, you may want to rock your hips gently from side to side. Take one more slow and steady breath in. And then exhale, soften your knees down towards the mat. Bring your big toes to kiss. Create a diamond shape, or bring the bottoms of your feet to kiss. Create a big diamond shape with your legs. So see if you can draw your heels further out away from your body. This will target your outer glutes, outer hips. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale, fold forward over your legs. Great opportunity to grab that pillow or block or blanket here and lay it across the legs. And start to relax your head down towards your legs. Invite ease and softness into your face. Take one more slow and steady breath in. And exhale, let it go. Good. Inhale, rise up very slowly. And exhale, move your bolsters or props out of the way, but somewhere accessible for you. Bring your toes to the top of your space so you have enough space to lie down. And use your hands right back behind you to help yourself all the way down flat onto your back. When you arrive, reach your arms up overhead or up overhead towards the front of your space. If it feels good, you can roll out your wrists, roll out your ankles, wiggle your fingers and your toes here. Bend your knees and draw your feet underneath your knees. Reach your hands to the sky and then reach for opposite elbows. Drop your knees over to the right and your elbows over towards the left. Inhale back to center. And exhale, drop your knees to the left this time and your arms over towards the right. Or the other side. Inhale back to center. And exhale, switch. One more time each side. Inhale. And exhale. Switch again. Good. Inhale, return to center. And exhale, release your arms out to a T. Draw your knees into your chest. And reach around. Give yourself a little hug, a little rock from side to side. Return back to stillness. Extend your arms out to a T, or you can cactus them up overhead if that feels good. Bring your shins parallel and exhale, lower your knees over to the right. You're welcome to have a block here to support your knees, whether that's in between your legs or underneath your knees. You could take a blanket or pillow here as well to make it a little bit more supportive. Your gaze can be at the ceiling or over towards your left hand to add the stretch into your neck. Take one more slow and steady breath in. And exhale, remove your props and roll back flat onto your back. Inhale, bring your shins parallel to the ceiling. And exhale, lower your knees over to the left. Take that pillow, block, or support underneath your knees or in between it if you like. This is your supine twist. Your shoulders are flat on the mat. Your face and jaw are relaxed. Your gaze can be at the ceiling or over towards your right hand to add that stretch into your neck. Take one more slow and steady breath in. And exhale, let it go. Roll flat back onto your back. Remove your props out to the side. Take a nice full body stretch. Reach out long. And then exhale, bend your knees. If you have a pillow or blanket, place it underneath your knees for a little bit more support here. And extend your legs out long. If you don't have a pillow, that's fine. You can extend your legs flat on the mat, or you could have your feet flat on the mat and your knees bent, or bring your feet to the outside edges of your mat and draw your knees in towards your body for constructive rest. If you have a blanket nearby, I highly encourage you to place it over the torso or over your entire body if you'd like. Helps you feel a little more supported and relaxed here. If there's any other shape you'd like to take, as if you'd like to be on your side or on your belly for your shavasana, you're welcome to do that as well. Wherever you are, allow your eyes to soften down and fully close. Gently begin to bring your attention to the space between your eyebrows. See if you can soften it and relax. Can you let go of any tension or tightness in the face, the jaw? Allow your teeth, your lips to separate. Allow your shoulders to feel heavy. Allow your back body all the way down to your feet. Feel heavy and supported by the ground beneath you. Allow your breathing to be soft and relaxed. And stay here in this present moment for as long as you can. Noticing your inhalation and noticing your exhalation. Noticing with each breath, you find yourself becoming more relaxed, more at ease. Shavasana. Gently begin to deepen your breath in And let out a long, deep sigh. If it feels good, gently begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, inviting in a little gentle movement. And if you have your props, just be mindful of them. You may want to move them out to the side. When you feel ready, go ahead and roll over onto your right side. And again, you can just be mindful if you have any props here. Bend your right elbow to cradle your head. Continue to keep a soft gaze or your eyes closed. Notice how you feel. Is it the same? Is it different? There's no wrong answer here. You're just checking in again. And when you feel ready, very slowly start to push yourself upright. And join me in a seated shape of your choice. Continue to keep your gaze soft, relaxed. When you arrive, take a nice full breath in, fill up. And then exhale, relax your face, relax your shoulders. Good. Bring both hands together, palms to touch at heart center. Take a slight bow of your chin to your chest. Take a moment of gratitude for all the effort that you put into your practice tonight, knowing that it was enough and that you are always enough. The love light in me honors the love light in you. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me tonight. Namaste. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks so much for sharing your practice with me this evening. I'd love to know down in the comments below, how was this practice for you? How did it feel at the beginning and then at the end? Was there any shift in your energy, how you felt in your body? Just go ahead and drop a comment down below. I'd love to know what your experience was like. And of course, if you have any other questions or comments or feedback, please feel free to share that as well. I'd love to hear from you. And of course, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed this content and you would like to see more of it. Subscribe, and you know what? Share with a friend if you think someone else could use it. Thanks so much for being here, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening and the rest of your week. Bye.